And then the domna is this interesting kind of hybrid thing where you see like, you know, like the status of masculinity being, like masculine status being granted to the domna, such that like the undesirable edges of femininity are kind of filed down, and the femininity is rendered passive and pleasing. Um, and so now we return to the Fabre Vasa. So in that book, you know, Fabre Vasa is kind of tracing the ways in which the pig is integrated into, you know, symbolic, theological, familial, social practice in Christian Europe, right? And it's moving back and forth between the medieval and the modern. Anyways, one of the things that Fabre Vasas observes is about baptism. So one of the purposes of baptism is to purify the child such that they might rise, they might be protected from this internal temptation that they experience. And the internal temptation is framed as a pig bone. The pig is kind of treated as a metonym for the Jew. So the idea is that there's this inner pig bone, which is also an inner Jewishness, and that baptism is supposed to overcome it. However, baptism is only able to overcome this pig bone or this inner Jewishness when, or only able to properly overcome it when it's a male who's being baptized. Why? Because women have these kind of quote unquote unregulated physical cycles, i.e. menstruation, that render them more similar to pigs naturally than men. So as a result, it becomes the baptized man's responsibility to protect the woman from, you know, the negative influences of, like, you know, of, let's say, like actual Jews or lepers or people who are, you know, excluded from the community, because the woman is much more suggestible and susceptible to that influence due to the fact that her inner pig and her, which is also her inner Jew, is not as suppressed as the Christian man's inner Jew or inner pig is suppressed. Let's return to the Troubadour lyric stuff. Well, you know, one of the things that the Domna